Woo! If that ain't an entrance, I don't know what it is. Good morning. It's funny, the stuff I keep reading in the morning keeps bouncing me back and forth between faith and action, which I think is pretty darn interesting, as both are quite important. Again, like Christ reiterates over and over and over again that merely action is not really all that interesting to him, not really all that helpful overall. But action within faith is monumental and is glorious and is an obedient display of love and is a deft performance within the circus of God. And I say circus because when I was sort of writing my prayer out this morning, I was totally thinking of it like the sort of relationship with God sometimes as like in this whole leap before you look ideology, as almost a trapeze performance where you're sort of trapeze leaping, you're swinging and leaping into the dark sometimes over and over again, and you know you're going to be caught because you're caught every time, but it's still really scary when you're like, wait, why is it dark again though? Why don't you turn the lights on? I already leapt once. But there's you learn so much from that, from leaping in faith. Anyways, so I want to be on the high wire act. Today's verse I focused on was James 4:8. So short. Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. And then I wanted to skip slightly ahead. Well, no, let's read the whole thing. And he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Lament and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he will lift you up. So it's funny there, like the sort of action that it's asking for is draw close and then sort of look at yourself, lament and mourn and, relinquish. Basically all that stuff we don't want to do and stuff we avoid, but live in it, but live in the truth of who we are. And cry out to God and he'll save you, basically. Again, how simple is that? And I was struck this weekend hanging out with a friend who kind of was plunged into that low place of lamentation and then leapt. Whether he leapt or whether God went ahead and nudged him off the platform to jump off into the inky blackness where there seemed to be nothing to catch him. I just did it. Said, all right, well, I got to do it. And then he did it. And not only was there a trapeze artist that is doing marvelous tricks with him now, but there was a net under there as well. And he's found this whole web of people he didn't even know were there, who are kind of like ready to help, ready to serve him, even as he's learning to serve others before himself, or serve God before himself. And I don't know, it's just really quite wonderful. There's something about that relinquishing that could be action. Draw nigh to God, contract with God, like come to God and lay it all down in the altar of your soul. And that's what I'm trying to do again today, is just draw close to him and let him whisper in my ear and do righteousness within his power from here until the end of the day, and I'm going to make the contract again tomorrow. That's pretty much it. That was a simple one, but was wondering if there was ever, my question for the day was wondering if anybody out there, if you ever had a leap before you look situation, and how did it turn out? I may have already asked this. Who cares? Whether it was a spiritual thing where you just gave over and found in that, it could have been a career thing, maybe a love thing, and how did it turn out? Let me know. I bet these are really good stories. Heck yeah, they are.